Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Took everybody on a roller coaster ride. Sorry about that. Um, Tonight I'm going to work with some wood beads and kind of see how this turns out. Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for anyone that joins tonight, and also for anybody that catches the replay. Appreciate you watching very much. And we're going to use some of these kind of earrings tonight. These little earrings with the clasp, that's what we're using. These are stainless steel. They come in a silver tone and also a gold tone. I got them from Amazon. And so I've noticed that a lot of these wood beads that I've purchased, they fit these little hoops. So let me see, I think this is 35 or 30 millimeters, I think. I have also got the smaller ones. So they're not quite 40. Yeah, okay, so they're decent size. They're 40 millimeters, just like 1.5 inches or so. So that's a decent size. And I also have the smaller ones, but I'm gonna stick to the littler ones. So I've got the gold and the silver tone. I'm gonna put some wood beads on both of those tonight. And that's one of the metals I like to work with, the surgical stainless steel. And I did a search and that's what I found. So these, I think it came from Joann's, but you can find wood beads like that in the different colors. There's tan, white, or like a cream color, and then a chocolate brown. You can find ones like that at, I think, everywhere, but mostly I'm thinking of Hobby Lobby and Joann's that has the mixture of all the different wooden beads. And so what I'm thinking is the silver ones, I'm going to put the larger round beads on. Hi, Rooted in Essential Oils. How are you? Good evening. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. Just making some hoops as usual. Just a different kind tonight. So I think I'm going to start with the darker brown and then go lighter. So I got the chocolate brown and then the tan. We're just going to alternate, and I think I'm going to put a crimp and maybe a little bit of wire around it, just for almost for like just to make it look nice, for just an effect. Happy Thanksgiving week. Thank you for joining me. So we're gonna fill this up. These are not so hard to make either. If you find those beads that are the size of the hoop or that fit, sometimes you can get the beads that aren't quite big enough, and so you might have to have a bead reamer. But these seem to be fitting right on this little thicker hoop. This is kind of thick, like, oh, like the 16 gauge. It's even thicker. I have some pretty thick copper wire that I worked with the other day, and this one is even thicker. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm okay. I am doing all right. Thank you for asking. Uh-oh, I didn't get the right. Yeah, I did. Okay, I thought I had gotten the wrong color there. Wow, and it goes right to the end. That's almost perfect. So I think I could put a crimp bead there. That's one option. I think I'm going to use the wire because what I'm thinking is this hole in the bead is too large and the crimp bead is going to come off of that. So I'm going to see if I can do some wire wrapping right there at the end. And we'll see if that looks good. So I've got 22 gauge silver wire. And I think, oh, I got 24. I think I'm going to use this 24 gauge. That's what it looks like. If anyone's interested in it, it's an artistic wire. It's called tarnish resistant. Oh, actually, it's silver plated, and it's also tarnish resistant. That's 24 gauge. So that's the thinner wire. You know, as you go larger, if you like 22 gauges is thicker wire. 20 is even thicker, and then 18 is very thick. Just like this one is 16 gauge. Maybe you can see in this copper wire the difference. See how kind of bendable that 24 gauge wire is? And then that 16 gauge wire. I'm sorry, this 24 gauge wire is much less. You can't bend it so easily. 24, no, I'm not saying that right. The 24 gauge wire is thinner. The 16 gauge wire is thicker. So I need to cut some of this off. And then I have crimp beads, but I'm going to see if that's going to be a nice, easy way to finish that off. Just put some wire on there to stop the, as a stopper for the beads. All right, I'm just cut a nice size of this because I don't really know how much I'm going to need. I'm probably not going to need more than this, though. So let's see if we can wrap it around here. I'm just trying to tightly wrap the wire around that post there. As tight as I can, and it's gonna have to be a little bit more wire, like a bird's nest, because it has to go over that hole, or the hole in that bead, you know, it has to not be able to go through the wire. So I'm gonna take this one that's in the back. I'm just wrapping the wire, and so you can still kind of, we want to push that wire all the way back there. And just make sure that that bead can't go anywhere. So that your beads don't fall off. Okay, let's see how that works. And then we're gonna get as close as we can with the flush cutters. And then tuck the wire. And then if you can see that still leaves a nice long post for your ear, and even a spot, you know, after it's through your ear, you can have a spot for the ear, you know, the ear back, the metal or plastic piece that you would put in the stopper. So let's see if we can tuck our wire See if a smaller pair is easier to work with. Okay. Hi, Wanda, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me. How's it going? I see you have been exercising, midday exercising. Good for you. I am doing okay. Thank you so much for joining. All is well. What a blessing. Okay, I'm gonna kind of use that like a crimp and just press it against the post there. And it's too loose, so what can we do about that? Let me see. I do have crimp beads, and I might have to get my crimp beads out. It looks like it's gonna take a larger one there. All right, so I had some larger crimp beads that I got from we were having sweet potato pie. Oh, that's so good. I love sweet potato pie. I think I'm supposed to take a sweet potato casserole to my in-laws Thursday. So, yep. I love that. Sweet potato pie is so good. I have to look up a recipe. I make sweet potato pie. I don't really make the casserole, so I know I'm gonna look up Gina Young. I love watching her cooking demonstrations. So I'm gonna watch her show, see what I can learn about that that casserole, sweet potato casserole. So that's all I really. That hole is so big. Okay, so this is going to be a little trickier than I thought, because that hole in the bead is kind of large. So what I can do is get out my hot glue gun. I haven't used that in a bit, but that might help to secure that bead as well as this crimp bead there. Yeah, I love pecans. And I'm thinking, I think you put the little brown sugar crunch on there, don't you, with the pecans? I'm going to find out. I better get to the store early tomorrow so I don't have to face a big, lots of people at the store, the big rush on Wednesday night. I don't want any parts of that, I don't think. So yeah, I better get that recipe going. Maybe I can watch tonight and write out my ingredients. Alright, so I'm getting ready to get out this glue gun. It's just a little small mini one I got from, I want to say Michael's, I think. But I think that's going to help me secure that bead there. Because that crimp bead, the crimp bead is large, but I think that the hole in that brown, in that bead is a little larger. Oh, Wanda, what's Friday? Oh, Wanda, what you gonna be doing Friday morning, Wanda? I bet I know what you're gonna be doing Friday morning. Oh yeah, and I will be right behind you. Do you have a favorite list of candles? Wanda loves Candle Day like I do. So she's going to be getting a few candles from Bath and Body. Do you have a list of the ones you want? I always get the same ones. Maybe I have to switch up things and maybe get a fruity scent or something different. My daughter loves the tropical scents. She loves anything with like the fruits and stuff like that. But mine are I love the mint flavors. Guys, I'm just waiting for this to warm up. So I'm chatting about Candle Day. Waiting for my hot glue to warm up there. Let's see, Stress Relief. I like that one. I like Flannel. The one called Winter. My all-time favorite for right now anyway. It's still Sweater Weather. You don't have a written list. Do you like to just go in there and kind of sniff? Let's see, I remember I had a family friend go with me 2 years ago. And last year, I went by myself, and it wasn't that bad. I got in there, from what I remember, pretty... Yeah, that's a favorite. Mahogany teakwood definitely smells good. But I think I was in and out pretty easily last year. Hi, East Dad. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it so much. Just making some earrings. Appreciate everybody that's watching. Thank you so much. See how dangerous I can be with this hot glue gun tonight. It's not warm enough yet. I don't think. Still needs to get a little warmer. Okay, what I'm gonna do is put some glue here and then just slip it back over the crimp bead there, like that. That's what I'm gonna try to do anyways. I know they have like jewelry cement also, that kind of cement glue, but I'm gonna try this one first and see how it works. And we shall see. That's the part I hate about the is that when you take it away, you have all that, like a long line of glue. So, oh goodness. All right, I think it came off of there. So let's try to keep the bead there. See if that works. If we just keep the bead there. Probably this is the time for that cement. Okay, it looks like it's stained, but that's an ugly little, I don't know. I don't like that. So let's try, maybe let's try these smaller beads. Let's see if the smaller ones have a smaller hole there. And then try to use the crimp bead with that one. All right, so I think my problem with this brown bead is that hole is just too large for my crimp bead. So let's try these square-shaped beads. And then next time I'll have to grab some of the glue and maybe try that instead of the crimp bead. We'll see. We'll see how we can work this out. I can already tell that these, this is gonna work better than the round beads. They're a little bit, the hole is not as large. And yeah, see, that doesn't even want to go on there, so that's gonna work out well. So maybe I won't need the hot glue after all. Not with these anyhow. And I still get the look of the wood beads, they're just a different shape. Thank you. I hope you have a blessed evening. Thank you so much for coming. You have a great Thanksgiving week also. I think this is going to be the last bead. And what we'll try to do is crimp again and see if that's going to get it this time. If not, then I'm going to try this particular earring again with I think that's not going anywhere, the crimp there. Let's try to crimp that. Oh well, that worked better, I think. That bead seems like it's not going anywhere this time. So maybe next time we'll have to grab that cement. So this one, you know, it's on there. It's just I don't like the way that that hot glue kind of clumps up right there. So that's why that one isn't gonna work so well. So we'll try again another time with that one. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I can hear my mom telling me that. So we shall try this one again with the square ones. See how that works. All right, there's that one. And trying to finish these up. I have a big bag of wooden beads. They're all mixed up. I wish I hadn't done that. I should have kept them in their own individual bags, but I have wood everywhere. All right. These are all mixed up. There's some wood, there's some round, so we're just gonna dump them out. All right, so let's get going. So these will get finished. I like these because this darker color is like mahogany, and it's pretty. These, I think, yeah, pretty sure I got those at Hobby Lobby. So now I see why I really like those hoops that are pre-made. These are pre-made, but like the ones that I normally work with, I like those the most. I have figured a way out to use those pretty well, so I gotta figure out a secret for these. On how to close that, how to best close that. So we'll just use crimp beads for today. Okay, and then we will be done. I went to Hobby Lobby today, and I do not know why. I was just talking yesterday, I think, about something I wanted at Hobby Lobby. It's a dry erase whiteboard, kind of a large one. You can, use at home, like maybe 4 feet, 3 feet, or something across, and then I don't know, 3 feet up. I don't know, 4 by 4 or something like that. But it was a nice size. And I thought that would be something cool to put on, just have on the wall of a craft room or something, put a schedule there, just positive daily affirmations, scriptures, whatever you want. And I thought, wow, that would be so neat. And why didn't I buy that board? That board was gone when I got there today. So I'm gonna have to probably find another Dollar Tree, see if I can get my board. Need my white dry erase board. They had a chalkboard, and I know they've got those chalk pens, but I don't want that. I'm so used to using a dry erase board. I am far removed from those chalkboards. Although I don't mind sharing, I did teach the very beginning of my career. We had chalkboards at the very, very early years, and then the late 90s, mid to late 90s, we had chalkboards. I guess those whiteboards came in the early 2000s. So there's no shame in the game. But like for my daily writing, I think I'd rather have a dry erase board at home. So I think that's going to be one of my things to do tomorrow. I'm going to go to another Dollar Tree and see if I can find that little board. I can see that, for parents maybe with young children or something at home, they might want to have that in the kids' room. You can practice numbers and stuff, problems and things like that, or let them draw. So I thought, wow, this is cool. And I don't know why in the world I didn't get it. That's why my sister does not like shopping with me. She's in and out. And I will sit there and look around and then say, I'm not going to get this. And then come back and get it the next day. She cannot shop with me. So next time I see that whiteboard at the Dollar Tree, I'm going to get it. Probably going to have to look around 2 or 3 different Dollar Trees. But that's all right. That'll give me a reason to be out and about looking around tomorrow. All right, so this one looks like it came a little further down. Okay, so let's see if we can get the crimp bead on there. I think I'm really going to get the, let me get my cement going next time. And I think that will solve that problem with the not being able to finish it. You know, I don't want your beads to fall off. So I think that crimp bead worked okay. Let's see, we can open and close it. So I would keep that for me till I get that perfected. But anyway, we do have 2 pair of wooden bead earrings. So there we go. And I think everybody's eating supper and resting after a long day's work. So I'm getting ready to sign off and clean up a little bit. Probably make some orders. I said I wanted to get all caught up before Thanksgiving. So I think I've got about 10 things to make. And so it would be nice if I would put on a movie. I've already had a second cup of coffee for the day, so wish I had saved that. But yeah, I'm gonna put on a movie and make my orders. And if I'm smart enough to do that tonight, then all I have to do is ship in the morning and get the printing labels going, and my work will be done, and then I can be creative and think of something else to make. Think of something else to make. So the next thing I want to do is find some beads that I can use with these gold ones. This gold over stainless steel, just like those silver ones I just had. And I'm gonna think of some beads to go on these. So I've seen people use the small wire and use the seed beads and wrap all around, and it gives a different look. So maybe I'll try that. That's something I really haven't tried yet on the hoops. So that might be a nice project to just do something different. So anyway, that's the project for tonight, and I hope you have a great evening. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel. You're a jewel too. I like to call my subscribers jewels. And have a great Thanksgiving. If I don't see you anymore before Thursday, have a great week. Have a great Thanksgiving and be blessed. Bye-bye.